There is a strange pattern in the world of money. The people who talk the most about wealth often have the least of it, and the people quietly building real wealth rarely say much at all. No flashy announcements, no loud celebrations, just quiet progress. Pause for a moment and think about that, because the formula for wealth has never really been a secret, but it is silent. And most people overlook it because it doesn't look exciting, it doesn't give instant results, and it requires something modern culture rarely rewards: patience. Why the problem: most people approach money with urgency. They want to earn more quickly, grow money quickly, escape financial stress quickly. But urgency often creates the wrong habits. When people feel pressure around money, they start looking for speed, the fastest investment, the fastest side hustle, the fastest shortcut. But speed and wealth rarely grow well together. Fast decisions usually come from emotion. Fear of missing out, fear of being left behind, fear that everyone else is moving ahead faster. And when emotion leads financial decisions, the outcome is rarely stability. It becomes a cycle. Earn money, spend quickly, start again, or invest emotionally, lose confidence, withdraw too early. So the real issue is not income, it is behavior. Most people don't lose money because they lack opportunity. They lose money because their psychology pushes them toward noise instead of quiet discipline. The psychology of silent wealth. Real wealth tends to grow in quiet environments. Think about how a tree grows. It does not rush. It does not grow louder each year. It grows deeper roots first. Money works the same way. The silent wealth formula is not complicated, but it feels slow at the beginning. And that is why many people abandon it. The formula has 3 quiet behaviors: earn consistently, spend intentionally, invest patiently. None of these attract attention. No one applauds someone for saving money this month. No one celebrates when someone avoids unnecessary spending. But these quiet actions compound, not just financially, but psychologically, because the moment someone stops chasing speed, their relationship with money begins to change. They stop reacting and start thinking. The invisible advantage: one of the most powerful wealth habits is the ability to ignore noise. Today, money advice is everywhere. Social media shows overnight success. News cycles highlight sudden market moves. Influencers promise fast strategies. It creates the illusion that wealth happens quickly, but real financial growth is mostly invisible. A person quietly investing small amounts every month does not look impressive, at least not at first. For the first few years, the progress feels small, almost unnoticeable, but compounding is a strange force. It rewards consistency more than brilliance. And over time, quiet discipline begins to outperform loud strategies. The difference becomes dramatic, not because one person was smarter, but because one person stayed calm long enough for time to work in their favor. The inner shift: at some point, people who build wealth experience a subtle shift. They stop measuring progress in months. They begin thinking in years, then eventually decades. That shift changes everything. Because when time expands, decisions become clearer. A purchase is no longer just a purchase. It becomes a question. Is this helping my future or entertaining my present? There is nothing wrong with enjoying money, but wealthy thinkers understand something important. Every pound or dollar has a direction. It either moves toward consumption or toward growth. And the silent formula simply asks for a slightly higher percentage to move toward growth. Not dramatically higher, just enough to allow time to do its quiet work. It's the quiet discipline. Here is something rarely discussed. Most wealth is built in moments that feel boring. Choosing not to upgrade something that still works. Continuing an investment plan when markets feel uncertain. Saving money during a good month instead of expanding lifestyle immediately. These choices rarely feel exciting, but they are powerful, because each one strengthens the same muscle: self-control. And self-control around money creates freedom later. The silent wealth formula is really a discipline formula. It rewards those who can stay steady while the world around them keeps rushing. A different kind of success. Interestingly, people who follow this quiet path often stop thinking about wealth the way others do. Money becomes less emotional, less dramatic. It turns into something simpler, a tool, not a scoreboard, not a comparison, just a tool that supports freedom. Freedom of time, freedom of decisions, freedom from constant financial stress. And that freedom arrives quietly, not in one big moment, but gradually, almost unnoticed, until one day life simply feels more stable. So, the silent wealth formula is not really hidden. It is simply ignored, because it asks for patience in a culture that celebrates speed. It asks for consistency in a world addicted to excitement. And it asks for quiet discipline when noise feels more entertaining. But for those willing to follow it, the results tend to speak for themselves, quietly, year after year. If this perspective on money resonates with you, consider taking a moment to reflect on your own habits. Not dramatically, just honestly. And if you want more calm conversations like this about money, psychology, and long-term thinking, you're welcome to stay connected to the channel. No rush, just thoughtful ideas shared one video at a time.